Do a little quick little walk real quick. But shit, some information just popped up. Now I know I'm gonna do a video right after this talking about basketball because I said my next video was gonna do my next live was gonna be an NBA talk. So when I'm done with this, I'm gonna do a basketball one. So I got one real quick. But nah, man, boxing shit popped up. They said Terence Crawford, a post, Terence Crawford is retiring. You know, he said he's walking away, and he listed all his accomplishments. Undefeated, 42-0, with all his belts. That's what the motherfucking post said, Terence Crawford. Terence Crawford, rightfully retiring. Nearly 20-year career, retired. I agree, nigga. The only motherfuckers mad about this is the salty ass Canelo fanatics. Because you know how I go. Terence Crawford smoked them. They mad. They want revenge. You know. So they saying that he shouldn't. I'm pretty sure that they're going to be saying, oh, he retired without rematching Canelo. You know, calling a man names. See, when you and this is just me giving credit where credit is due, no more than that. But when you're great or when you're doing something, people that talk shit about you like that, they're really just bugs for you to step on. It's really not nothing to be worried about. You know what I mean? Like if you were on the level of you like Andre Ward or Evander Holyfield or Manny Pacquiao, you know, when you like a great fighter like that, legendary guy, people talking shit, you can just step on it. Like, you guys are bugs, I'm just going to step on. I don't give a fuck what y'all say. Care about you hating motherfuckers. You know what I mean? And that's the same situation Terence Crawford's in. It's like, it don't even matter. Y'all can say what y'all want. Y'all can say this, that, and the third. Y'all hating, y'all calling niggas names and all that bullshit. Man, that shit is laughable, bro. Not worried about what you guys got to say. Niggas is haters, bro. But nah, man. And I just saw this. I don't even know how long this post was up. I just saw this. I'm driving, and then I'm checking my phone and shit. And then I saw the post, and it said Terence Crawford retires. I'm like, for real? I'm literally in my car and shit, about to get out. Just got back from the gym, and I looked. I'm like, damn. I kind of had a feeling he was going to retire, though, because it's like, when you think about it, there was really nothing to do when you actually think about it, because it's like, you're 42-0, you've been boxing for almost 20 years, you're 38, 39, you're technically a 40-year-old, because once you get like 36 and up, you're technically 40, and that's where he's at. And then it's like, you won all the belts, you won undisputed 3 times, nobody could beat you. You know what I mean? You silence every hater that talks shit about you. Every time somebody hated on you, you silence them. So it's like there's really nothing to prove about it. You know what I mean? So I knew I kind of had a feeling he was going to retire, because there's nothing else for him to do. Why go back down and wait as a 40-year-old to fight a middleweight? You let it be known. He let it be known that he was going to only want to fight Canelo, because Canelo is not a true super middleweight. He's just fighting at the weight class, but that's not his actual weight. So he can match up with him. And he said that before he even did the fight. He never said he was going to, I'm going to fight at super middleweight. That's where I'm going to campaign at. He never said he was going to do that. So it doesn't make sense for you to call for him to do that. That doesn't make any sense. But we understand that Crawford got a lot of people that are going to hate on him. So they're going to say bullshit like that. And we understand that. So that's just unfortunate. You know what I mean? That's just how that shit go. People going to say bullshit when they don't like you. The facts don't matter when it gets to that point. So that's just how that shit go. But nah, should have been retired, bro. You beat Canelo's ass. You took Canelo's belts. You're the first man to beat Canelo at 168. Canelo's salty. Well, Canelo's not salty. Canelo a real one. It's Canelo's fans that are the problem. Canelo is actually great. We ain't mad at Canelo. It's his fans that we don't fuck with. Because like I said, I hate Canelo fans. I like Canelo as a fighter. He's not bad. I hate Canelo fans. That's just me, personally. Worst fan base in boxing by far. I hate Canelo fans. So you know they're gonna be talking that bullshit. But the real fans, they might understand. But nah, he's supposed to retire, bro. There's literally nothing else for him to do. He's supposed to retire. Remember, Solidus, IBF Nuke said he didn't mind if Crawford retired. The fight wasn't close. Now he calling Crawford a bitch if he retires. Oh, well, IBFP, he switch up. IBFP switching up. It is what it is. This ain't the first time he switch up. I'm not surprised. He's probably going to say some more bullshit. Nothing surprised me about that dude. You know? I don't know, as you know, I'm not subscribed to his page, so I don't even know if he's live talking about it. I don't even know. But nothing surprised me about that dude. You know? So if he said that, because you're saying he's calling him a bitch now, so I'm assuming he said that recently. I didn't hear it, but I do remember him saying that he wouldn't mind if he retired. But you're saying he's calling him a bitch, so niggas is funny style like that. It is what it is. But nah, man, this is the right thing to do. You know, you've been boxing for nearly 20 years. You're 40. It's kind of like Michael Jordan, bro. I said this before. Remember Michael Jordan's last game playing for the Chicago Bulls? What did he do in the last game? Nigga, game winner, swish, championship. And that's basically what Crawford did in the boxing sense. The face of boxing, he moved up 3 weight classes to beat him, got him up out of there, took his belts, did that shit in relative easy fashion. That's why I told y'all I thought the Spence win was better, more impressive, because he beat Spence better than he beat Canelo. The Canelo shit looked kind of easy to me. Just easy 12-round technical boxing at its finest. You know what I'm saying? I thought he did Spence worse than that. But nonetheless, he win. Because both is valid wins. 12 round or knockout. It don't matter. We'll take either one. But nah, man. Him retiring, if this shit is real, I mean, it said, because you know, I don't do social media too tough. I just do YouTube. I don't do Twitter, none of that. But it said his name, and he said he's walking away with nothing else to prove. So, unless something crazy come up, he's retired. He's retiring. But I like this, though, man, because it's like, you did it. You did it. You know, the only people that's going to be mad about this, of course, is the Canelo fans. They're going to be up here saying that bullshit. He didn't rematch him. He's scared of the rematch. Canelo would have beat him in the rematch. You know, bullshit like that. You know how that shit go. You know, so they got to, it makes, you know, the Canelo fans, it makes them good to say ridiculous stuff like that. You know, it is what it is, man. Just some people just don't get it, and they're not going to get it. So no reason to reason with them. Just got to clown people like that, because I'm pretty sure that's going to come up. So I'm positive that's going to happen. So Canelo now, I guess he got to fight somebody else now. You know, so. Hey, you know what I think? Hey, what up? You know what I think? Maybe Canelo knew he was going to retire, so he came out saying, oh, I want a rematch. Maybe that is a possibility. You did? Maybe, who knows? But nah. Crawford riding off into the sunset with Canelo's belts. And the king of boxing chair is at Terence Crawford's house. It ain't at Canelo's house. Canelo lost that shit. So yeah, man, he's supposed to be retired, man. Let these new young fighters take over, man. These young fighters. David Benavidez. You know what I'm saying? The young guys. Shakur, Devin, they still holding it down. Let the young guys take that shit over, man. Them older guys, no disrespect, but if you're gonna retire, it makes sense. You know what I mean? So it's all good. But nah, Terence Crawford, the truth. Legendary career. One of the best to ever do it. Fuck the haters. You know. Terence Crawford, the dude, man. So yeah. Shout out to Terence Crawford on his retirement. You know, and like he said, there's nothing else to prove. What's he going to do? Go back and down and weight and fight a middleweight? Why go up and down and weight at an advanced age? Like, there's no reason to do that. You know, Canelo was supposed to be his last fight. And then, like I said, if you mad at Crawford for retiring, you're just on some hater shit. Because if you remember, he said before he even got the Canelo fight that that was going to be his last fight, or he was going to retire after this fight no matter what happened. So it was already up in the air that he might possibly retire. So when he actually does it, it shouldn't be a surprise to nobody. So unless you're just a hater, you're on bullshit, and you're on that type of bullshit, y'all know what I'm talking about, then you're obviously going to get up here and say some bullshit. But if you on some real shit, you authentic, you don't see nothing wrong with this. And you're not going to see nothing wrong with it. So that's just facts. But I just want to touch on that real quick. I'm about to come back with another one talking about basketball, for those that give a fuck about that. So, but yeah, shout out to Terence Crawford. The best since Mayweather.